heavy rain for the eastern seaboard this time, not so much the Midwest, although we are seeing some storms track through the Mid-South this morning, including northern Alabama, northern Mississippi, Arkansas, and in through Tennessee. Cooler and drier weekend for many as a cold front will take out a lot of that humidity, which is good news. So you'll be feeling like the 80s with a very low humidity. Meanwhile, out in the west, monsoon season is certainly delivering. Let's talk about these watches and warnings. I've highlighted heat advisories in the south. There's still a few stragglers left over. That's really where the heat is hanging out. But you can remember, last week it was pretty much enveloping much of the mid-south. In the east, though, that's where we're watching for gale force winds. We're watching for flood, potential flood scenario developing because we have the flood watches is what I'm trying to say. Flood warnings in place and flash flood warnings still for areas in the mid-south. So there's a look a little bit more zoomed in. Those darker green shades are for what's to come. That's the flood watch for the next system. It's the same system that brought the flooding to St. Louis, except it's now, or excuse me, I should say Kansas City and St. Louis, but now it's moving eastward to the I-95 corridor. Heat advisories, it's still going to be hot for you in central Texas and western Louisiana, but that's about it. There's where the storms are. And this is part of the reason we are going to be a little bit cooler today and tomorrow is because of the cloud cover and the rain in the south, but also that cold front working its way southward. Okay, so today a little bit cool in Chicago, 75, same old story, right? I've been saying that for weeks. 84 for you in Boston, though, nice day, but Saturday, this is all you'll do, 68 for you in Boston. Down in the south, we have lots of 90s, but Saturday and Sunday, we're dealing with the rain, so that's why New York, you're only at around 79 because of those cloudy conditions and strong wind gusts. Easterly winds means it's going to be a lousy beach day, likely. Some areas could get upwards to 6+ inches of rain in the Delmarva Peninsula. That includes you in D.C. and in through, much of the east, including Virginia, and then West Virginia, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh. We're looking at all these areas getting a lot of heavy rain. So today, even though there's a marginal threat for storms, our big threat really isn't going to be hail or wind or tornadoes. It's going to be the heavy rain, the potential for flash flooding. Can't stress it enough. Turn around, don't drown. If you can't see the road in front of you, don't risk it. It's not worth it. That cold front that I told you is going to wash out all that humidity is going to clear things out nicely. And then down for the south in the panhandle of Florida, you're looking at more rain on Saturday and even into Sunday as well. And then just a general thunderstorm risk across the country. Not a whole lot going on elsewhere. Next 7 days, though, we're going to be watching for a pattern that'll bring heavy rain to the Central Plains. We'll have more on that coming back.